According to John Rawls, justice could be defined as a society of free citizens holding equal basic rights and cooperating within an egalitarian economic system. Human rights, according to United Nations, could be defined as rights inherent to all human beings regardless of race, sex, ethnicity, religion, or any other status. According to Penelope Gibbs, plans for online courts and virtual justice will increase the number of unrepresented defendants, discriminate against the vulnerable, and to make justice less open. This brings us to our debate topic that fundamental principles of justice and human rights are at risk if we take justice wholly or partially out of the courtroom. There are lots of legal services provided online these days which was previously only offered by the lawyers. These services includes will, conveyances, contract, land, and even online dispute resolutions. An example of legal services provided online would be Rocket Lawyer, which have over 20 million users. Rocket Lawyer also have some exceptional mobile app which gives a fast access to your documents from anywhere. You can even sign agreements directly from the app. This could also mean that anyone could actually get access to your information as everything is being done online without any physical human interaction. Signing agreements through a mobile app might be convenient to many users, but it might end up being a threat to users in accordance to the growth of scammers, and it would not be a safe platform for users. Another example of online legal services is the landlord law services. It started as a way for landlords to find out their legal rights and obligations at reasonable cost. However, if you are a private landlord, you probably feel a bit overwhelmed with all the new laws and regulations coming into force, not to mention the existing laws, which are numerous and often complex. This again is a disadvantage of taking justice out of the courtroom, as the law keep on changing and both the landlords and tenants might sometimes be busy and wouldn't be able to always keep up with the changes in the law. This would also create more problems into the existing law. In July 2015, Lord Justice Briggs was commissioned by the Lord Chief Justice to review the civil courts. The Briggs Review has recommended setting up an online court for claims up to £25,000, which litigants could access without lawyers. In his interim report of the Civil Court Structure Review, Lord Justice Briggs identifies a clear and pressing need for an online court. The online court would process cases in three stages. Firstly, a largely automated interactive process to identify the issues and provide documentary evidence. Secondly, conciliation and case management by case officers. And thirdly, resolutions by judges. The price of justice is far too high, beginning with the fees for legal representations and spreading to other areas. The legal system serves the interests of the well-off, while the disadvantaged cannot enjoy the legal services the courts are supposed to provide. Transferring the courtroom to the virtual realm allows the service to become better and more efficient, saving time and money and promoting justice for all. Another advantage would be to make it easier to file a claim, without excessive effort and without unnecessary cost of precious time or resources. Thus, for example, forms may be filled in online and documents may be scanned and uploaded. An additional advantage is that judges will have more free time to deal with cases in the conventional court, while the division of labor for judges in the online court system can be split into shifts. One of the problems of holding a trial in a virtual environment is where the litigant testifies. The litigant could be in an environment they find most comfortable. This situation lacks the awe as such in the courtroom. In an online case, the parties testifying may feel free, perhaps excessively so, to testify falsely. Another important viewpoint is public confidence in the system. To what extent would people want to obligate themselves to an amount of £25,000 through an unsecured website? To what extent would people want to submit documents which have personal or private information? In addition, Dr. Jessica Jacobson have argued that all defendants are to some extent vulnerable because the court process are alien and intimidating. The testimony gathered by the Transform Justice for this report suggests that appearing on a video can increase defendants' feeling of isolation and stress. Her Majesty Courts and Tribunal Services (HMCTS) is an executive agency of the Ministry of Justice. In 2016, HMCTS launched an ambitious portfolio of reforms that aim to modernize the justice system, reduce complexity, and provide new ways for people to engage. According to research done by the Law Society as to whether technology is the key to improve access to law, justice, and rights, it shows that while it certainly has a role, technology is not the silver bullet to making the justice and the legal system more accessible. The online court model raises questions in a number of areas. For an example, securing parties' online information, ensuring privacy with all of its complexities, learning difficulties, mental health problems, and so on. To conclude, since the disadvantages outweigh the advantages, in my opinion, the fundamental principles of justice and human rights are at risk if we take the justice wholly or partially out of the courtroom.